as Pascal Siakam cuts through here, you've got to initiate first of all, you got to be underneath Pascal Siakam, obviously. And then you got to initiate contact and battle for real estate. Okay? You're like 0 for 8 on all of that. So look where Pascal Siakam is now. So you think this offensive rebound might go to him, huh? All right, so this Hornets player does his job. He gets Fred VanVleet's dribble picked up. It's picked up right now. So this player right now, get out. There's nothing left for you to do. The dribble's picked up. Plumlee can guard one-on-one now. Out. Okay? Instead, look what you're doing. You're not even attempting to get out. You haven't moved. The ball's in the air. You're gambling. It's an open three. All right, you're in your drop coverage. This player gets into the gaps right here and helps out. Okay, that's good. Plumlee is back to Scotty Barnes now. Stop. Why is this Hornets player staring at the post? You're not. Why is this Hornets player? Why is every Hornets player staring at the post? What? Get out to your man. Like, what? Play off Scotty Barnes like this. You need to get up and guard. Again, this player should be in the gaps. This player's got to get his back to the baseline. If you get beat, I have help everywhere. But when you play off him like this, okay, he can't shoot, but you're letting him get downhill. Like, you're not even guarding him until he's in the lane. When you are defending a dribble handoff, stop. This player's got to drop. Get out of the way and let this player through. This player doesn't drop at all, so you just screened your own man. So the Hornets are trapping in the corner. So this player's where he's supposed to be. He's going to kind of be a rover right here, okay? If the ball goes here, he's rotating here, okay? But literally as this pass is being made here, as it's getting made here, this Hornets player's got to get to the corner. They cannot wait. Ball's in the air now. Where's that Hornets player going? The answer is nowhere. You have no time to get out of the corner. If you're this Hornets player right here, you've got to get your left foot parallel to the block, right foot out, wide stance. Okay? You cannot be moving your feet inward as this player is coming this way because you're not going to get out. Look at this right here. So here comes Malachi Flynn. Look at this player's feet. Body momentum taking him inward. Now you're not getting outwards. Now it's just pump and go right into the lane. Draw help, that screws up box out assignment. Okay, if you are switching, you have to switch now, okay? So you need to be underneath the screener. Battling for real estate, initiating contact, okay? Because you can't go into drop cover and say, never mind, we're going to switch. Because this is bringing a backside defender now, and now this player's wide open. Stop switching over the top of the screener. Get underneath. When you switch over the top, look at this. This draws a backside defender. And now your defense is just instantly in scramble mode. You can't just stand around here, okay? The shot is up. Either you're going for the offensive rebound or you're getting back, okay? In this case, get back. Just get back. You can always get back in the play if you somehow get an offensive rebound. When you just stand in the corner there, now this is a 3-on-2, which should have been a 3-on-3. You have to have backside help. It is a non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. So this is why instead of drop coverage, I'd hedge. Because I'm pushing this player out. So I'm giving this backside defender more leeway. Because now there's more airtime on this pass. It's an easier recovery. But I have to get in backside help on the man rolling. I mean, you just can't not have it. Okay, if you are this Hornets player here, you need to sprint back. It does not matter that you're guarding this Raptors player here. Now, let's so you look at this jogging. So if you'd been sprinting the whole time, you're here. Now I can get up, and there's no place for VanVleet to go. But you are rendered useless because you're all the way out here now. Transition defense. You get to the nearest body. This is the nearest body. Stay in this area here. Look at this. If this player hands this ball, this player's all the way out here. So if there's somehow a handoff or whatever, this player can rotate. And by then we'll have a fourth trailer back. Just stay here. What? Ugh. First of all, this is a joke. This player is in no man's land. Please get up and level to your man. So if you're where you're supposed to be instead of where you're not supposed to be, which is absolutely right here, you're up here. So now when this player pump fakes and goes, There's a second defender. I can just stunt. I don't have to move my feet. That is the whole key. I do not have to move my feet inward. You're already there. It's just stunt, recover. But this player isn't level to his man. He's going to be moving his feet inward. It's just an atrocity of defense. Okay, this is a clear mismatch right here down low. They're isolating. Please just double. Get down here and double. Okay? If a kick-out pass gets made wherever here, one of these players can rotate and the man that doubles can move here. I mean, the Raptors are just bunched together. But instead, you're just going to let this player get absolutely pilfered. You do not guard above the three-point line away from the ball. You should be right here. Your feet should be set. So when this player comes here, I can stunt. I can clog this driving lane up, close off this gap, and recover. Just speechless. Okay, this is, again, why you have to be in position. You're hugging the three-point line. Get in. Left foot parallel to the block. Right foot out wide stance. So when this player comes, I don't have to move my feet. Now I can just stunt and I can easily recover because I'm not moving my feet inward. But you're nowhere. Look at this. You're moving your feet inward. You're not. Keep your back to the baseline. Always, always. If this player cuts through, you're cutting through with him with your back to the baseline because you need to be seeing the ball and your man. When your back is to the sideline like this, one, you're not seeing the ball, and two, you're just begging to get beat backdoor. Rotate to the ball. Rotate to the ball. Rotate to the ball. So now you're guarding the ball. Now you're not guarding the ball. So you rotate to the ball. You're right here. So now when this player comes this way, stunt, close this gap off. Recover, I don't have to move my feet. You didn't rotate to the ball. This is a disaster. If you are switching this screen, you switch now. Okay? This player's underneath. This player needs to get level to the screener so he can guard. You cannot run drop coverage and then say, whoops, never mind, I'm going to switch. That doesn't work. One of the billion reasons why drop coverage is total trash covering a ball screen. Get up and get Van Vliet out. Okay? Now this backside defender steps here. We're pushing Van Vliet out here, so if a skip pass is made, I can recover. Look at if you're in drop coverage. Not only does Van Vliet get to keep his dribble alive forever, look how far this backside defender has to come from. You're not getting out to the corner now. This is atrocious defense. You're guarding above the three-point line. Your back's to the sideline. 0 for 2. Get in, back to the baseline. So now when this player comes this way, I can stunt and I can easily recover because I don't have to move my feet inward. Instead, you're having Mason Plumlee from the paint have to help out because you're nowhere to be found. What are the Hornets doing? If you're switching this ball screen, you need to be level to the screener right now. This player needs to be underneath the screener right now. Look at this. Are you switching a ball screen? No, you're not ready to guard. You throw matchups out the window in transition, and you also have to communicate in transition, okay? Right now, Mason Plumlee is going to have to take the ball. Is he guarding Fred VanVleet matchup-wise? No. But in this situation, he is. It's a cross match. It happens all the time in transition. These Hornets players have to stay here. So Plumlee's got to say, I've got ball. So these Hornets players know to stay here. All of those things don't happen. Communicate in transition. This LaMelo Ball is not guarding the ball. He's behind the ball. So this player's got to step up and take the ball and say something. So LaMelo Ball knows to guard this Raptors player behind him. But there's no communication. What on earth is going on? You are awful. Okay, as Pascal Siakam comes through the lane here, you've got to stay level with him. You've got to initiate contact and battle for real estate. He cannot just cut through the lane here without anybody impeding his progress. Because now look, now he's boxing you out for an offensive rebound. You are terrible. You are hugging the three-point line. Your back is not completely to the baseline. Again, right here, in, back to the baseline. When Scotty Barnes comes, there's nowhere to go. I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet. I recover. What? Look at that. You just give up this gap. So now LaMelo Ball's got to step up and help. This is a debacle.